Leaving South Dakota, heading back to Buffalo, Minnesota. Probably gonna take the scenic route. I'm gonna try to take back roads, country roads, gravel roads, county highways along the Minnesota River Valley. So I'm going to be going a little bit south out of the way, but it's a lot more scenic ride, and I'll catch up with you on the way. I think one of the first stops is going to be Lac qui Parle State Park. Oh, he went the wrong way. Just got to the Minnesota River Valley. A lot of untouched, unspoiled land around the valley here. Minimum maintenance means fun road. Looks like some kind of hunting camp. hunting camp surrounded by, yep, there's a stand or a blind. So we got a hunting camp surrounded by a state wildlife management area. Nice little chunk of land to have. Says I need to go that way. Check my map real quick. Yeah, well, it doesn't say minimum maintenance for nothing. Maybe I should have zoomed in on the map to see that it actually connected to a regular road after a mile. Uh-oh, do I see a fence up here? Oh, it's an open gate. Alright, I think it's time to check to see when it actually connects with a real road. Well, shouldn't be too far. Well, half a mile maybe. They don't call it adventure bike riding for nothing. Oh. There's some ruts there. Well, after I got the bike back up, I decided to walk down here a little ways because I could see these trees, and it looks like I'm gonna have to try to get turned around in those ruts that wiped me out. Backtrack a couple of miles, but that's all right. This beautiful countryside. I'll catch up with you after a bit. Alright, so I'm almost out of the, we'll call it the no maintenance section of the minimum maintenance road, and back to the minimum maintenance road. This no maintenance part, it's about like riding a sheep in a kiddie rodeo, hanging out in nothing but wool. She's a bit rough. Luckily my wipeout went pretty smooth, if you want to call a wipeout smooth. Got the bike back up pretty easy. I gotta pay attention that I don't hit any rocks or anything in this tall grass, cause another wipeout. At least I got the whole day to get back. Well, I wouldn't say the whole day. I think I left Millbank, South Dakota, almost noon. So I got the whole afternoon to get back. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than the afternoon, maybe early evening. After I stop at the Lacaparo State Park for a breather, a break, some water. I don't know if I'll really have any long stops after that. So it should be pretty smooth sailing. So this is on the other side of that no maintenance road. Right over there is where I bit the dust. And those trees are down on the trail right in there. You know, looks like there's a really old bridge there. Aha, they got it blocked off with bales. I think the bridge is probably partially washed out. So I guess that's why no one has cleaned up those fallen trees. The hunters probably like it that way better anyways. That way you don't have people coming in from both sides. They got to work harder to get into that area. Welcome to the Minnesota River Valley Scenic Byway. We are at the Lac qui Parle, or as the French would say, Lac qui Parle. That sounded dumb. Anyways, as we say it here, we're at the Lac qui Parle campground at the state park. But there's an RV park here. Trailer dump station. Yep. I think it's one big loop, but I'm not sure. Nope, not this one. Are these regular campsites back here? Good a place as any to stop and chill for a while, but I kind of want to see where the RV campsite is. Maybe I'll come back to this spot. Historic buildings are open. Huh. See water. Maybe it was water that I saw, not electric hookups. Out of order. There's a hookup. Out of order. Toilet closed. It's a Sunday in June. You would think there would be some people here using this, and that maybe, oh, I spoke too early. That's somebody camping. But you'd think they'd have the water working. Alright, I gotta see what this historic building is. That little bird just tried to dive bomb me. It's a Minnesota River Valley model. Lac qui Parle Village. I never even knew this was here. Model of Lac qui Parle. Flood control area. I fish here and there quite often. We just went through Lewisburg on the way from Buffalo to Millbank last week. Interesting. Well, I think I'm going to go back to that little secluded spot and take a break. Give the wife a call. leaving the park. Get back on the road. Like I said, I don't know. Outside of a dam that's coming up fairly soon, I don't know how many other scenic stops there'll really be. Must be some good fishing. I'm a sucker for finding new fishing holes. I don't know what people are catching. It's got to be connected into the Minnesota, so there's probably some walleyes. Beautiful farm country around here, tucked into valleys with lots of forest area, rivers and streams. Back on the gravel after 20 miles of pavement. Went through a little bit of a rainstorm for a little bit. Wasn't even long enough to pull over and put my rain gear on. Pulled over at the Park earlier. I called my wife and talked to her, and she said she really wanted to grill tonight. Charcoal instead of the Traeger. She just wanted to do something different. Not sure exactly what she's gonna grill. But our son usually comes over on Sunday nights for dinner and to watch whatever trilogy we happen to be watching at the time. We did the new, whatever the new Lord of the Rings, was it Ring of Power or something? She's gonna be disappointed in me for not remembering that. But we watched all of that. There's going to be a new season coming out sometime this year, I think. And last week we happened to start the Godfather trilogy. So instead of going down the Minnesota Valley, River Valley a little bit further to the southeast, just kind of made a left turn and hooked it straight east. That way I can get back in time for grilling in the Godfather. I've probably got about another 2.5 hours before I make it back there. Taking the most direct route, which many times does mean minimum maintenance roads. We may have another one coming up here. No, looks like a pretty decent road. weight restriction I had. So for now, just soaking up the flat farm country. Me here. Great place to stop for a little break. Nice and quiet. Peaceful. Nobody here. Unfortunately, see if I hold my hand out long enough, they're all up on my head. There's a lot of skeeters. Huh. Anyways, not gonna hang out here too long. empty. I think he went 280 some miles. I didn't even check to see how many miles I went today. Been on the road for 5.5 hours.